Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Today we're diving into one of football's most electric rivalries, the Klassieker, the epic clash between Ajax and Feyenoord. It's a real collision of cultures and histories, right?
Absolutely. Yep. This isn't just about the goals and the trophies. It's a battle of pride between Amsterdam and Rotterdam.
Right? And when you look at the numbers, Ajax leads with 82 wins, Feyenoord with 62, and there have been 52 draws. But, yeah, as we both know, stats only capture part. It's the story behind them that really defines the rivalry.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Numbers are just one dimension. It's the narratives, the legacy, and the sheer passion that bring these matches to life.
Exactly. I mean, Ajax, with 35 Eredivisie titles compared to Feyenoord's 15, has dominated domestically, and they've enjoyed more European success overall. But remember, Feyenoord has their own proud heritage, like that unforgettable European Cup win back in 1970.
Yep, that's a huge part of the story. Feyenoord plays that underdog role so well. It's not just silverware. It's a testament to heart and resilience.
And speaking of heart, the cultural divide, the classic contrast between Amsterdam and Rotterdam adds another intense layer to the rivalry. Amsterdam's image is more cosmopolitan, while Rotterdam has that gritty working class identity.
Mm-hmm. That's the long-standing stereotype, though, right? Both cities have evolved a lot, but, well, the perception still kind of fuels the passion among the fans.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
that dynamic makes every match feel like a battle for identity. Ajax fans often enjoy a global, almost elite reputation with their extended fan base, while Feyenoord supporters, like Het Legioen, carry a visceral, local pride.
right. And let's be honest, the atmosphere when these teams meet is, uh, electric beyond words. You've got the F side and VAK 410 for Ajax, and the raw power of Het Legioen backing Feyenoord, which really turns the stadium into a cauldron of passion.
Absolutely. And even when you break down the win loss record, some might argue that Ajax's 82 wins clearly establish their superiority. But here's my thought: does that really capture the whole narrative here?
I see what you mean. While numbers, like Ajax's win count, do highlight their success, Feyenoord has had its moments of brilliance too, with periods of dominance, especially in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Right, and not to mention, individual matches can completely flip the script. Take the 2012 Eredivisie clash, the so-called Clash of the Champions. Ajax clinched it 2-1 with goals from Siem de Jong and Toby Alderweireld in a title-deciding setup, which was, well, intense.
Mm-hmm. But then, just a few years later in 2016 during the KNVB Cup final, Feyenoord got that sweet revenge by winning 2-1 thanks to Dirk Kuyt and Michiel Kramer. That victory, really ended a trophy drought and reignited the pride among their fans.
Yeah, and who can forget 2002? Feyenoord's 2-1 win at the Amsterdam Arena with that stunning free kick from Pierre van Hooijdonk. It's a moment that's etched in the memories of supporters on both sides.
Absolutely. Those kind of moments are intangible. They go beyond stats and show just how, you know, unpredictable and passionate these encounters can be.
And it's not just the players making history, it's the fans. Ajax's global reach versus Feyenoord's, that intense local connection adds another layer. The global versus the grassroots rivalry really makes each match, well, a spectacle.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Though I'd say both sets of fans are equally passionate. Ajax supporters expect, um, excellence and a certain flair, while Feyenoord fans, they embrace the struggle and, the fight every match. Both styles have their own merit, don't you think?
Definitely. And it's like, every clash is a microcosm of a larger cultural battle, a blend of tradition, innovation, and sometimes controversy. There's an argument to be made that Ajax's elite image can sometimes become a bit overplayed, while Feyenoord's underdog spirit speaks to a raw, unfiltered love of the game.
I can see that, but I'd gently challenge that point. While Feyenoord's underdog status is indeed admirable, Ajax's approach of nurturing talent and playing stylish football has brought them global acclaim too. Both have their own, distinctive appeal.
That's a fair critique, yeah. They create two almost parallel universes of football culture. And, taking it back to the numbers, Ajax's total is impressive, but it's those matches where Feyenoord, against all odds, snatches a victory or forces a draw that inject so much drama into the rivalry.
Hmm, exactly. I mean, when you're watching the Klassieker, it's not just about who has more titles. It's a full-on spectacle, a battle for identity, for pride, for the honor of Amsterdam versus Rotterdam.
And let's talk about the, well, emotional toll. The intensity of these matches can sometimes lead to, unfortunately, incidents like crowd trouble or undue pressure on the players. But, that tension is also what makes the sport so visceral and captivating.
Yeah, it's really a double-edged sword. The passion can sometimes tip into chaos. But then again, the raw emotion on display is what draws millions around the globe to the stadiums and their TVs.
Exactly. And speaking of raw emotion, the Clash is not merely a sporting event, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's like the city's heartbeat on match day, pulsating with history, pride, and rivalry.
Mm-hmm. And you see that echoed in every chant, every banner, every roar from the stands. The local pride, especially in Rotterdam, feels almost like an extension of the city's identity.
Right, and that's something special. While Ajax has built up this global resonance, with fans spanning continents, Feyenoord's fan base, yeah, it's deeply rooted in the spirit of the city, giving the rivalry its authentic flavor.
And that duality is what elevates not just the match itself, but Dutch football as a whole. It pushes both clubs to perform their best and often leads to memorable moments that are talked about for years, right?
Exactly. And when you think about it, the legacy of this rivalry goes beyond every individual match. It's a recurring narrative that uh, challenges both clubs to live up to their storied pasts while constantly reinventing themselves for the future.
Mm-hmm. And it's that constant evolution that ensures every declassicer remains unpredictable and, uh, fascinating. Even when the odds are stacked in favor of one side, history has shown us that any game can flip in an instant.
Yeah, it's like 1 minute you're celebrating a commanding lead, and the next, the underdog spirit of Feyenoord is roaring back into life, and that keeps fans on the edge of their seats every single time.
Right. It's almost like a roller coaster ride of emotions. And the players really feel that burden of expectation, knowing that every match is more than just a game. It's a battle for honor.
Absolutely. And it's those epic moments, like that free kick from Van Hooijdonk in 2002, the tactical masterclasses, the last minute goals, that collectively build the legend of this rivalry.
Mm-hmm. And it's those moments that, well, define the character of each club. Ajax, with its emphasis on youth and global strategy, versus Feyenoord's raw determination and, um, heart-driven play.
And here's a thought. While we talk about the numbers and the history, let's not forget that the beauty of De Klassieker is that um, each game writes a new chapter in this ever-evolving saga. It's like a living narrative that's replayed over and over, yet always managing to surprise us.
Right. It's the unpredictability and passion that keep the story fresh. Every time the two sides meet, there's a new twist, a new moment that we can all rally behind.
And that's what makes these matchups so legendary. Whether you're cheering for the global glory of Ajax or the heartfelt underdog spirit of Feyenoord, there's something undeniably magnetic about it all.
You got that right. It's the ultimate blend of tradition, competition, and raw, unfiltered emotion that brings fans together, no matter which side they're on.
And that's what elevates Dutch football. This rivalry, with all its facets, from the cultural divide to those classic, unforgettable matches, reminds us why the sport is so much more than just a game.
Absolutely. De Klassieker isn't just a fixture in the Eredivisie. It's, the beating heart of Dutch football. And it continues to inspire, challenge, and yes, sometimes even divide, but in the best possible way.
Yep, that's the magic. Whether you're for Ajax or Feyenoord, this rivalry demands respect and admiration for the rich tapestry it weaves every year on the pitch.
Well said. Thanks for this engaging chat. I can't wait to see what new memories the next De Klassieker brings us.
Cheers to that, and thanks to everyone for tuning in. Until next time, keep the passion alive.